guys, this is Naptown Fizzle. This is the first video that I'm uploading to this new channel. What I'm here to show you is just sort of the most recent version of CarPlay. This is the brand new Honda Accord. This is the EX model. And so if you're going the Honda route, pretty much all of the Accord models except for the LX come with CarPlay. And they also come with Android Auto, so that's a big benefit, and this was one of the things I was looking for when I was getting a new car. So been a Toyota Camry person my entire life, but sorry. So this is the most recent model of CarPlay. What you get in this car is pretty much you connect your iPhone, so iPhone connected. You have two inputs, so you can toggle between the two, but anyway, so you get the main menu, and these are sort of the apps that have been approved that become a part of the CarPlay system. So you can see that you get all of the Apple apps, that's the Apple Maps. At this point, no Google Maps integration, whereas in Android Auto, you would be using Google Maps. But you get these, and then you can swipe over, you get a couple of the other apps. So I use Amazon Music, that's nice. You have the Play Music, Spotify, Audible, WhatsApp. And so the biggest benefit I think for this is that with a lot of these apps, it makes it easier just to like touch and go from there. Specifically in this car, it's sort of hard to toggle using the steering wheel controls. You can't really change much besides the track, so whatever playlist you're in, you sort of have to use the touchscreen. But I guess just going through some of these basic apps, phone, that's sort of
Who should I ring for you?
And so what you'll notice is that for a lot of these apps, as soon as you click them, it's really based on your voice, and that's what Apple has tried to do, is give you as little text as possible, just so you're not diverting your attention towards the screen and trying to read everything. But in this case, you can, just as I showed, this is kind of the synonymous with like the Apple home button. And so you can go through, these are your most recent favorites, you can go through your recents, your contacts, you can dial everything on here, you can listen to your voicemail. So that works pretty well. You click on music, so this is going to show all the music I have on my phone. That's actually on my phone. I don't have Apple Music subscription, but that sort of would work here as well. But you can sort of see here, go through your playlist, your artists, your albums. So I think the biggest benefit for anyone is to really have a set of playlists that makes it a lot easier to sort of go through in the car, because it's really hard to sort of going through, toggling through everything. So it makes it a little easier, and obviously you can use your voice to search for exactly what you're looking for. Maps, that's pretty much Apple Maps. Messages, now you're not going to get any of the text.
To whom should I send your message?
So you can sort of see my wife would be messaging me. But you can go through, and it's not going to show you what the message is, but if you click,
what do you want to say?
So it never actually gives you the text. When you're asking to send a message, it'll always be in voice, and that's again to prevent attention diversion. Like, you don't want to be looking at the screen and reading it the entire time, and so it's always by voice, which it works really well in the car. And I think Siri isn't the greatest, but the one thing that it does do pretty well is the messaging in terms of the actual dictation. Obviously Android can pull a lot more information from your texts and set things up, but Siri works fine in the car. So now playing is what you're most recently playing, so I was listening to a podcast. And also on the screen you see these three buttons here. Those will change as they're the most recent apps that you've been sort of toggling through. This is a Honda, so you get the Honda link stuff. This takes you back to the main system, which it's actually good too. Even if you just stick with the Bluetooth, it's pretty good for pulling stuff. Go back into the CarPlay here. Podcasts. So listening to the Low Post, great for basketball, which I love. But you can sort of see all of your most recent, and then it's synonymous to like how it's presented in the app, so that's good. Audiobooks, I don't have any, so it's not going to show any. Just go to there. And then Amazon Music, and again, the biggest benefit is to sort of make your playlists ahead of time. You can toggle through things, and it's easy, so it's rather than like shuffling through your phone, but I think it definitely helps to make your playlist ahead of time. There's some of the songs I have on here. Example, British rapper, he's awesome. Fox's British singer, who's awesome. I listen to a lot of British stuff. Above and Beyond, that's actually hilarious. But Childish Gambino, amazing. Audible, same thing, audiobooks, the Google Play Music, so I don't have an actual subscription, so it should be pulling up the different radio stations that are free to stream from. These are some of the most recent ones that I've sort of gone through, and it's going to show up on here. You can just start playing, toggling, and everything like that. Same thing, Spotify. So these are actually, Spotify channels and everything, but then you can go into your own library and pick songs from there. And all the stuff that's listed with the arrow is stuff that I've actually downloaded to my phone. It was very easy to stream everything on here, obviously with the subscription.
Who do you want to send it to?
So WhatsApp is kind of similar to messages, but
who do you want to send it to? Who do you want to send it to?
No one.
Okay, let me know if there's anything else you need.
So that's just demonstrating that in WhatsApp it's really, you can get your messages on here, you can reply to them, but it's pretty basic. So I think the Apple one is a little better because it actually shows you who you can send it to, whereas in this you sort of have to do everything by voice and be specific. So especially if you have a group, you have to say the group. But these are the basic apps that are on here. Obviously there's more apps that you can download, but for now, it's not a bad start. It definitely makes it easier, and this was one of the features that I really wanted. It's definitely been helpful, especially the maps. Now I really wish I could use Google Maps, but this is good enough for now. Alrighty, thanks. I will show you guys more stuff up ahead.